Welcome to this YouTube channel, Beyond Red.
Happening, pal? You
What's
good?
happening, brother? I hope you're good, bro.
All good, bro. All good.
So, the reason that we're here today is to speak about martial arts, of course.
Mixed martial arts, actually.
Mixed martial arts. PFL.
PFL. That's the fight promotion, isn't it?
Yes. And have you ever heard of Eritrea by any chance? Apart from, obviously.
To be honest, before I actually knew you, I had no idea where Eritrea was on the map. Now I'm a bit more educated that it's actually in Africa.
Okay, and did you know that it's one of the richest culturally and well-developed African country?
I did not know.
You didn't?
I didn't.
Well, this is exactly what we're going to introduce, and this is exactly what we're going to be teaching. And hopefully, the audience, you can grow with me and with us. Subscribe to the channel. As we spoke about, PFL, as we know, it's coming to Africa next year. There's going to be a big tournament, which hopefully I will be in the tournament.
You'll be sparking people out on that, choking them out.
Thank you very much.
Making them tweak.
Exactly. And one thing I want to ask you is, what was the reason behind PFL coming to Africa?
I think the reason behind PFL Africa is because, as you know, there's over 1.3 billion people in Africa. So that's like a big population pool. There's lots of fighters there, lots of completely new market, completely new fan base. If you're a fight promotion, you're literally seeing where stuff are going, and you're like, that's a big market there. Let's go tap into that. So now they are bringing PFL to Africa. If you look at the UFC are also doing similar things in Africa because people are seeing the untapped potential that is in Africa for these markets.
PFL obviously are paying their fighters very well. PFL are also, promoting their fighters really well. If you see the likes of Paul Hughes, Ngannou was big.
He's basically the face of PFL at this stage, like he is.
He is for now, but I haven't been there yet, so we can't really decide for that. But you see the likes of Paul Hughes now coming up and being a name, being a household name for PFL.
Oh, I think the way PFL have set up their structure is they've done it completely different. So if you look at the likes of UFC, you look at the likes of ONE, all these other fighting promotions, they all have a similar setup. What PFL have done is they've done a league structure where you need to actually get fights, you need to win fights, and then you advance in the league. So let's just say if you have the likes of the not PFL, if you have the Premier League.
Yes.
On the Premier League, you're playing matches, you're winning matches, and you're advancing on the board.
Yeah.
So that would be the similar setup of PFL. Is like, let's say you're gonna have 3-4 fights in 1 year. You need to win those fights, and then you advance, and then you get into these championship tournaments.
Yes.
What's the one? The 100K tournament.
Eventually leads to
the
1 million. Yes. So what are the advantages of doing that then per se? Then UFC, obviously, you don't see them doing tournaments. They're just doing fight nights.
I think with UFC, they don't need to do that kind of stuff as well. The UFC is in there kind of in doing their own kind of thing where they're already.
But don't you think that UFC is kind of going down a little bit? Obviously, when I started watching it, when Chad Mendes was fighting Conor McGregor, obviously McGregor then raised it into a next level. But ever since then, do you see that it's actually slowly dropping? And then you see the likes of PFL outgrowing every other promotion and nearly competing with UFC, even like getting Africa on board now. We're gonna see talents now from Africa tapping into all these continents. No other promotion is really doing it the way PFL is doing it. Do you think that there's a competition between UFC and PFL?
Oh, 100% there's a competition. Like, I think after UFC, PFL is the biggest promotion out there. You obviously have ONE in Asia, but I think ONE has Asia on lock. Obviously, anybody else.
I actually think most fighters that fight from one championship, I think none of them can fight. The only one person that I actually genuinely like, literally, Demetrius Johnson is the only one I know that's relevant, and the only one that I actually
won. What
Yes.
about one championship?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that one, bro. There's some six.
Yeah, you think there's UFC level and there's PFL level, and one actually belongs
Are we talking
there?
MMA or Muay Thai?
Oh, I'm talking about MMA.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah. I was like, bro, let me just stop you
Nah.
there. I gotta stop you there, bro. But no, yeah, MMA was if you ask me now to name some MMA fighters in
They're definitely irrelevant. I'm just saying,
The only one I could-
skill-wise, are they
skill-wise.
even that level? Because do you know anybody that actually is so good that you even know his name that fights out of one championship?
There is
Apart
one-
from Demetrius Johnson.
There is one guy I can't tell you his name right now, but I think you could have trained with him in Bangkok. No, he's the guy. Who's
That
the guy?
says it all.
No, but who's the guy? He has
Anybody
three
that's
belts.
watching this, I don't know anybody that's. If you know, drop in the comments.
It's the guy with the 3 belts. He's like three division championship in one championship.
Brother, if 3 belts is how you remember him and he doesn't have a name.
He has a name. I just can't bad with names, man. But yeah, he's a sicko. You also have Rugru.
I trained with him in Dubai. That is the maddest.
Did you
thing.
actually train with him?
Yeah, I trained with him. Obviously, I was teaching him how to strike. He was obviously, he's super big and obviously he can wrestle. But in Dubai, in TKMMA.
Where is he
comes
from?
in-
I think it's
Yes,
Senegal,
yes,
but
yes,
so
Senegal.
he's from Senegal, but they have like some mad wrestling over there that's big in the culture.
Sambo or something like that. He was
yeah.
telling me, Matt, that he used to compete like on a random, like, see the way we like obviously in Ireland, or you go football, you go boxing, where they literally just go outside to wrestle. It's not even in a gym or anything else. They just literally go outside and they wrestle in the sand.
and mangle each other.
And it's like it's not really proper wrestling. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's they're strong and they're like explosive. So if you're just like trying to be flowy with them,
You're getting flatline basically.
basically.
Yeah.
But technique wise, I think, but it doesn't really matter at that.
Well, he recently won a belt, so he's doing something, right?
Shout out to Rug. He's doing great. I seen his post, and they were posting or whatever with Ngannou. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what we need. He's obviously from one championship, Ngannou's from PFL. I think
Could that be a future matchup down the line? Are we ever gonna see?
not even about the matchup, genuinely, like when we need promotions coming together and lifting up.
the African community, an
Yes,
African fighters.
yes.
No, yeah, I like it. It's like
Make
remember
MMA great again.
we had Usman, we had Easy, and we had Francis Ngannou. They used to call them the 3 African kings, and now not one of them is a champion. So in the UFC right now. It's hard to say, but like even Easy, like
Leon Edwards is
he's English though.
talking about Saudi Arabia funding PFL. Obviously, it was 100 million. What would that do for Africans?
Well, if you see, basically, this thing coming to Africa will be whatever communities they go into, they'll be like, let's just put it this way. When Misfits came to the likes of Dublin, was there not a big buzz around Dublin? Was there not all these local fighters are fighting, all these other local super people from around the world are coming to Dublin?
Yes.
Did you not see the atmosphere change there?
Absolutely.
So,
100%.
so if you could see that, like, there's a big fight promotion coming to, let's just say, it could be somewhere like Nigeria, it could be in South Africa, could be in Cameroon. Whatever country they go to, there's going to be a big buzz.
I think my prediction could be Cameroon. What do you think?
I think I'd actually like to bet against that, and it's going to be in South Africa.
Really, yeah?
50 quid.
I don't bet.
Yeah.
Not anymore. Not
Not
anymore.
anymore, yeah. Paddy Power Fleece, yeah. So PFL has recently gone to Saudi Arabia, and Saudi Arabia...
100%. I think it's the leading promotion, in my opinion, for sure.
Now Saudi Arabia, PFL is going to be one of the leading promotions in MMA and in sports as well. Even
They need to have me in there, bro. Bop.
even more recently, you've probably seen how Saudi Arabia, they're trying to become more modernized, where they're holding loads of boxing tournaments, they're holding loads of MMA tournaments. Everything is kind of changing over there. The leadership there is kind of making it more modernized.
When I was in Saudi Arabia, basically, I thought, like, I didn't think the country was, like, you know, obviously I was brainwashed that it was something different than it actually is.
So the media's lying.
I think so. I think everything that comes out on media, apart from this podcast, everything is a lie, in fact. So at the end of the day, when I went there, I really seen how nice the people are, how helpful the people are, and it is a free country. It is similar to Dubai. So yeah, they're doing great things, introducing sports, entertainment into the country and its region, which Eritrea perfectly aligns with.
Where do you see that going though? Like obviously, I've even noticed myself recently in recent times boxing. Saudi Arabia has basically taken over boxing. Like they obviously, the Saudis are saying there's no ducking anybody. You're fighting him, and that's happening.
That's what it should be. This is the problem here we're having these days. This guy's, you know, padding his record to 20-0. I would rather stay 0-0 like the way I am. I am 0-0. I just want the best fighter. If you offer me someone that's not good, that's just gonna make me go to 1-0, I'd rather not fight. Look at Misfits. They tried to offer me Ben Williams. What did I say? I'm all good. So they came with Gabriel Silva, which didn't go ahead because
Ben don't want that smoke though.
it's not even about Ben, but most importantly, it's like I've said that I want to fight someone with a
Caliber.
something with a yes that's gonna add something to my name. When you die, you don't want to be a number. You want to be a name. I want to say I bet one of the Silvas. Yeah, that'd have me going to sleep at night. But then he obviously didn't want to fight too. I don't blame him. The whole point, what I'm trying to say is, there's no point of padding your record. It's about taking names. And what Saudi Arabia is actually doing is the right thing. I'd rather be 0-0. Just give me the best man.
How many fights did Saudi give us this past year alone? They gave us some of the best fights this year. They gave us Tyson Fury, Usyk. They gave us Bivol,
Tell them.
Bertabi.
Tell them.
What's the other one they gave us? Is the other one they gave us another one? Well, who's another fight at the start of the year? Who was it?
AJ himself.
AJ, yeah, we had AJ and Ngannou as well. Like they're saying the best of the best are fighting the best. There's no talking, which fits in with PFL as well. In PFL, you can't really hide. You're in a league system. We had AJ and Ngannou as well. Like they're saying the best of the best are fighting the best. There's no talking, which fits in with PFL as well. In PFL, you can't really hide. You're in a league.
PFL obviously know what they're doing. I am entering the tournament as in 0-0, but they obviously have great scouts. Shout out to Dan Hardy, shout out to James, shout out to Mike Hogan, shout out to Gustavo. So they obviously have good scouts. I'm 0-0, but they know I go into that tournament, I'll take someone's head off. On their feet, bro, yeah?
Y'all looking to make a
The
statement.
promotion needs someone that's going to finish it on their feet. I ain't planning on going 2025.
What's
Get
your
on the
opinion
ground.
on that? Like, let's just say, because obviously a lot of people would discuss this about MMA.
Anybody that shoots realistically can't strike. And that means you're basically saying, I just want to win, I don't want to fight.
So what you're saying is Hamza can't strike.
Oh, he knows he can't strike. He knows he can't strike.
Yeah.
Kamzat knows he can't strike.
So that's why he's
Obviously, he's a lot bigger than me, and he'd probably try to take me down, but, like, get me up, see what happens then.
Let's talk about the potential of PFL as a whole. How do you see them being better for fighters and better for people in the community?
Oh, they already are. They're already presenting the biggest fights. They're already paying the fighters really well, treating the fighters really well, because a lot of promotions at the minute, they really don't, they don't really look after their fighters the way PFL do. And shout out to Misfits as well. Misfits do look after their fighters.
UFC now, what's that thing?
Tend to win.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, to me, for a charismatic striker that's gonna finish fights, that's ranked #1 in Ireland and UK, and that's introducing a whole new sport into a country, potentially, which is going to be Eritrea. They're gonna need more than that.
Let's touch on that though. Let's see, what you just said is actually perfect. Eritrea as a country, are you the only MMA fighter from your country at the moment?
I wouldn't say the only, but I'm
The only one representing.
The leading Eritrean fighter for sure.
That is actually major. So you've got a whole country on your shoulders.
A whole country, and they're all starting to notice now. Obviously, now I've been.
But is there anybody else apart from MMA? Is there anybody else in the Eritrean community that's in sports that's doing bits?
Binyam is one of we have Binyam, which
Who's
is
Binyam?
Binyam is like a cyclist.
He represents the country.
Yeah, and he's just winning all these tournaments. Obviously, I'm not into the cycling and all that, but Binyam is representing Eritrea. Like, and exactly the way he's representing it, that's what I want to do for martial arts. I want to bring MMA to Eritrea. I want to lead and pave the way for the young people that want to fight, that want to defend themselves, that want to learn how fighting works and all that. So I want to bring that into a country that has never been introduced by anybody. So I'm happy to provide that. Obviously, it's not all about me. It's about the people that are coming, that are gonna look up to me, and yeah.
Your final thoughts on PFL as a whole coming to Africa. Where do you see this going?
I think it's gonna be a new era to MMA. I think it's going to be a new path. It's going to be a new look for MMA as a whole. I genuinely think they're tapping into a continent of where there's a lot of great talents. And yeah, as you were mentioning earlier on, Nigeria. We've seen three superstars from like coming out of Nigeria, you know, and the
Cameroon,
Cameroon and Ghana himself,
South Africa,
South
now. Would
Africa.
do
So we're looking into all that, and then it's only going to be for the better. So as I said, I am very happy to lead the way for Eritrea, and I have what it takes to be a superstar. And let's be really honest, I am not just talking, I have done it. I have been the number one ranked in Ireland and the UK. And obviously, I have the hype, and I'm basically the
you can
train that's.
deliver, yeah.
I can deliver for sure. So,
100%, yeah.
and I'm happy to do it.
So, Eritrea has a growing presence in combat sports. How does it feel to represent your people in Eritrea?
I'm grateful, bro. I'm blessed, as my nickname, you know. The likes of Binyam, as I said, you know, there's great cyclists that paved the way for Eritrean athletes. And yeah, they're very supportive. I've noticed, even on my Twitter, it's like everybody
You mean
wants to
X?
repost. Say that again.
I mean, X.
What do you mean?
Twitter's no longer existing, bro.
I think I'm blessed, bro. I have the best supporters. Eritrea is one of them that like one of them countries that will die for you. Like obviously Binyam is a great cyclist, and it's like even if you don't watch cycling, everybody is like, yeah, let's go. And obviously, imagine I am fighting. This is actually man to man sport where one person comes out alive. I think I have the best backing, and I'm very proud to represent Eritrea, and it's my homeland, where I'm from, and it's where I was born. It's
When's the last time you were back?
2015, bro.
Oh,
It was a while back.
Would it be so if you were to go back and you were to go back there with some MMA fights? Let's say your next fight is in Africa.
Oh no, that's my next plan. My next plan is to potentially meet the sports minister and the president and His Excellency.
Gotcha.
And I would like to bring all my accolades and my knowledge to the country. So I'm really looking forward to this. I'm really looking forward to helping the people. I'm really looking forward to helping my country and bring everybody up. Because at the end of the day, it's not about me. It's really not about me. It's about the country and everybody that's going to follow my path. So I'm so looking forward to this. I'm privileged. You know, pressure is a privilege. So wear it well. So I plan on wearing it open chest.
Does it make sense? Like, is it? Can we pitch
Oh no. I think it was good now.
Okay. So, wanna do the 5 breakdowns?
Yeah, yeah.
Stop recording now.
Did I start speaking in Eritrean?
1 second.
No, I think we should. I was talking about grabbing.
Cut that out.
Yeah, kinda.
Oh, now you want to be professional.
No, I was a professional though. I think I was a professional though.
You were. The Katie part wasn't.
That's that for the day. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you very much to all my Eritrean and Irish fans. Irish soul, Eritrean spirit, as I always say. So your support means a lot. Thank you very, very, very much. كلهم اب إرترا لهم كلهم حجزتينا عاي تساتفتي لعلاقن يمسكنكم share subscribe like وتقبروا لي يغني لي